Hello, YouTubers. This is Joe Bravo and Mo Bravo's Knife Reviews. Today this is a new knife day for Joe Bravo here. We have the Kody Eutsler Neutralizer. Here is the COA. You could say it's AEBL steel. It's funny, the original V1 Duckling I had was AEBL steel, as is the Jonas Iglesias Ion. And really good steel. Can get really sharp, holds a nice edge. This special neutralizer is a hole opening method. Haven't seen many from Kody that utilize a hole opening design. Titanium scales and Zerk collars. This one measures around 7 7/8, I'd say, give or take. Not a bad size. You can certainly get that fourth pinky in there. It is a frame lock, so as you can see, you do have a frame lock here for your locking mechanism. It doesn't get in the way from spidey flicking. It is tricky to hole deploy from your thumb. I feel like a little bit of practice, maybe I can get it, but I can't do it on an Arius and I can't do it on an Evo, so I don't know why I'd be able to do it. I definitely can't do it on a Roosevelt, but I don't know. I hope these holes aren't made for thumb hole deployment, but spidey flicking is awesome. Very reminiscent of a Roosevelt where you can flick it straight up and just have it deploy. Give you a couple of other multiple deployment knives so that you can take a look. I've got the Anton van der Veshusen Boudica with the dual action flipper. The Asuka, both of which are front flippers and studded knives, whereas the Eutsler is the hole opening and a side flipper tab. So, if I had to pick a favorite, you guys know what I would pick. I'd probably say the Asuka, and then next would be the Boudica. I've kind of gotten away from flipper tab deployment, and I've also gotten away from hole opening. I will say I think my favorite hole opening style is very reminiscent to the neutralizer. I really enjoy the Roosevelt, and I know Simeon, I had a couple of his. Was at the Unbow. What I like about these holes that are a lot more lateral than just a traditional spider hole, and maybe I'll get a Spyderco knife real quick, just so you can tell the difference between the hole opening method and the hole on the neutralizer. The Spyderco, it's great. You hit it, you don't have to hit the hole directly. There is a wide amount of margin, but it is definitely an up flick. With the neutralizer, you can go out to the side, or you can go up. I think reminiscent of the Roosevelt and the Cortex. Something else to see. Kody used an integrated backspacer that's got the lanyard hole on it, which is pretty nice. I'm going to put this in my pocket now and just see what the pocket clip feels like. I'm not wearing a pair of pants, so I can't give it to you, but in my gym shorts, it feels like it sits nicely. Kody makes a good pocket clip on his knives. I don't see this being anything other than that. And the way it's shaped, it'll probably hold on to the pocket and cant backwards, which is what I like. I know my Asuka does that very well, and also the Boudica. So I really think both of these knives, offer a good carry. I don't think that Eutsler is going to be any different. Again, just to put the Wharncliffe style blades together, this is definitely a lot wider. Let me get the scale, because I haven't weighed the neutralizer yet, just to get an idea of what that weighs. She weighs a whopping 3.9 ounces, which is pretty great to say for a knife as big as that and as thin. These scales are pretty thin. So I'm going to guess that a lot of the weight in this knife is probably more towards the blade stock. You see how proud it is all the way out to the end, and how much wider that is than the Asuka. See if you can see that there. I mean, there's definitely a lot more mass and a lot more steel, which probably adds to the flickability of this knife. Once you break the detent, she is gone. She is out the door. I think people that like the coning Arius, people that like the Rotten Design CKF Evo, I think they're both going to really enjoy this knife. And I'm very fortunate I had the opportunity to pick one up. So, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And stay tuned for the next one. You guys all have a great rest of your week. Thanks. Bye.